They come back from service, many of them from the front lines of Iraq and Afghanistan. They are America's newest veterans. They had placed their lives on hold to serve our country with courage and honor to preserve our freedom. When they return, they find themselves deployed to a new challenge, the arduous and difficult transition to civilian life. For many, this is an almost impossible task. But Hodges University recognizes the special needs of these veterans today, and the American Military Veterans Education Fund Cabinet at Hodges is ready to assist them every step along the way. Not all veteran students make the transition smoothly. When Joe Frazier retired from the Air Force in 2001 and decided to go to college, he suffered something of a culture shock.
In transitioning from an environment where it's very structured, very regimented, to the uncertainty of the civilian world, and not even knowing if I could speak civilianese, it was a very scary proposition, and I had to give it a great deal of thought, as did my family.
College had always been part of the plan for Chad Coleman, but so had serving his country, especially after seeing the events of 9/11 unfold. He enlisted in the Marines and served in Afghanistan and Iraq. He was wounded. Chad was honorably discharged, returned to the States, and civilian life.
There's a major transition involved. You go from go, 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 do, 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 to back to the real world where things are a little bit more stable and simpler functioned, and you have a little bit more power over your life than what you've been going through.
There are more mundane hurdles, too. Benefits paperwork must be coordinated with the school. At Hodges, students like Bruce Botts find a caring and concerned staff and faculty to help veterans wade through the red tape so they can begin this new chapter in their lives.
The first day that I came in to actually talk to people here at the university, they were so willing to help me with everything, whereas the other universities, it was, well, if you send us this, if you send us this, if you send us this, then we'll be able to help you. Here it was, well, we're going to need this and this, but if you can give us this information, we'll get it for you. So they were a lot better at working with me here as far as the staff. The faculty here were phenomenal as far as the respect issue goes. Is just something I love about it. The first night of class, when I walked into class, the very first thing the professor said after he introduced himself is, "I'm retired from the United States Navy." That was the very first class, very first professor I'd had, which was something that gave me a relation automatically with that professor, because that professor's been and done a lot of the same things that I had.
For veteran students like Raina Burlack, class size, flexible scheduling, and a caring and concerned faculty have been the keys to their success at Hodges.
We do have so many other issues that we face, and not issues like catastrophic issues, but just simple things like, I have a kid, I have a husband. We're not going to school. The majority of people that we're going to school with are not 22-year-olds who are talking about frat parties or rushing or pledging. While that's useful, that's not what's at this university.
The faculty members are teaching from real life experience, because most of the faculty here have been in the career fields from what they're teaching. They're not straight out of college, straight into a teaching position.
Hodges University established the American Military Veterans Education Fund in 2006 to help returning veterans overcome the financial burdens associated with obtaining the quality education they deserve. Phil Memoli talks about our commitment at Hodges to our veterans and the importance of supporting this fund.
We are honored when a veteran student chooses Hodges University for their educational goals. In fact, about 10% of our student body are veterans, and many of them are receiving full benefits from the GI Bill and the Yellow Ribbon Educational Enhancement Program. Sadly, however, nearly 30% of our veteran students are receiving partial or no governmental benefits at all. That is why this fund is so very important. Our returning veteran heroes put their lives on hold to serve our country. Now it is our turn to assure that they have every opportunity to obtain a college education.
Since most Hodges University graduates remain in our area after they receive their degree, students and veteran students alike continue to give back to the community through their educational achievements.
And what I try to do in the military was create successes for my troops and create victories. And that's what I see Hodges doing for students all across the spectrum. They create successes.
With your support, Hodges University can continue to stand with these brave men and women, improving their lives and the lives of their families and children. We believe that it is our duty as Americans to honor these young heroes by supporting these young men and women when they come back to our country and help them in every way to get the education they so richly deserve. We believe that it is a great investment and hope that you will join us by supporting this very worthy cause. Help us to serve those who have sacrificed so much to preserve our American way of life. Help us to provide the most tangible thanks that our country can offer, a dynamic opportunity to achieve the American dream.